So welcome to this crash course on how to start or grow your business consultancy using personality profiling. Now we'll presume that you know something about personality profiling. This is not a complete beginner's course, but it is certainly the beginning if you wish to either get started as a business consultant or you wish to expand your existing consultancy using personality profiling. So wherever you find people, you're going to find problems. Every organisation, every client that you deal with or will ever deal with in the future depends upon the people that it employs. But the truth is, when it comes to the psychology of people, it's extremely complex. People are fundamentally complex. People are easily upset. They quickly go from making a fantastic contribution to dragging everyone down, and not only their own performance suffering, but they can drag down everybody else's performance too. Now, as a PeopleMap certified business consultant, you'll be able to help your clients get the very best from their most expensive resource, which is, of course, their people. Companies spend fortunes on their staff, and I think the average for organisations is about 80% of their turnover, of their expenditure, goes into their human resource, their wages, their salary, their people, their training of those people. Now, as a PeopleMaps certified business consultant, then you would have access to the following training courses, and you can do one or all of these. It's very modular, and I say there are several to choose from, and we'll take you through each one of these. And I say you don't need to do all of them. You can focus on the area that is of specific interest to you. Now, in short, this introductory course, you're going to discover which products to use and which problem you can fix with each. So it's a very structured program, very straightforward, and it's very quick to deliver as well. Now, you're also going to discover how to start or grow your consultancy using this range of personality products. So not only are we providing the training here, but of course it's the product range as well. So let's start by looking at Interview Pro. And really what we're looking at here is how can you help solve the £26.5 billion problem. Yeah, 26.5 billion. I'll explain exactly what that figure means in a second. Now, this is all to do with recruitment. And even at this stage, you might say, whoa, stop, Martin, I don't deal with recruitment. That's not the kind of consultancy that I run. Absolutely. You're probably thinking that all the recruitment agencies, they deal with recruitment. That's their job. All business consultancies must deal with something else. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't quite work that way. Most, if not almost none, in fact, of the recruitment agencies out there are using personality profiling to help clients hire the right candidates. They don't use it, they don't understand it, they haven't been trained in it. Now, of course, there'll be some exceptions to that, but the vast majority do not. Now, consultants are engaged to solve problems. People like you and me, we're engaged to solve problems, and the more problems that you can solve, the better. And the bigger the problem you can solve, the better again, because if you're solving lots of big problems, then you're likely to be getting paid a lot of money. And the truth is that the UK employers alone, and it's just the UK numbers I'm talking here, spend 26.5 billion each year to try and solve or avoid the recruitment related problems. That's a lot of money, and I would imagine regardless of which country you're based in, similar statistics, similar numbers will be getting spent. So you can ensure that your clients hire the right candidates. And what do we mean by that? Well, this is people that will actually be a huge asset to the company, not a liability. And this is all that companies are trying to do. And in order to do that, they're willing to spend so far 26.5 billion to try and solve that problem. But clearly it's not working because they spend that every year. So you'll be able to help your clients reduce staff turnover, which is expensive, it's time consuming, and it eats away at your client's competitiveness. You'll also be able to provide them with interview guides to help them conduct meaningful and insightful interviews. so that they can actually gather data and make better informed hiring decisions. Now remember, almost nobody that is interviewing candidates has been trained, or they essentially just have to wing it. It's something that do in addition to their day job. You will be able to give them much more robust and reliable methods and approaches in the form of using these products. You'll also be able to help them build a success profile so that they actually know what their ideal candidate looks like. Most people are still employing the "I'll know it when I see it" approach, which is extremely expensive, very inefficient and very unreliable. And as a People Map certified business consultant, you'll be able to solve many of the recruitment problems that your client currently faces. So hiring the right people in the first place, it's the starting point to your client's success. It's very difficult to build a successful company if you repeatedly hire the wrong people. If you can hire better people than your competitors, then you give yourself a significant competitive advantage. Imagine if all the staff, all the applicants in the world apply for the jobs, but you always end up with the best of them and they always end up with the worst of them. Could you imagine a more advantageous position to be in? Well, you can help your clients achieve that very position. So the consultant training for Interview Pro, that's really what we're talking about here. The Interview Pro training will show you exactly how to help your clients interview and hire the right candidates and avoid the liabilities. You'll also learn how to use the entire Interview Pro product range. So Interview Pro is a range of personality reports, and each product in the range is tailored towards a specific job role. So you'll learn and become familiar with that product, you'll become intimate with how to use them and how your clients can use them so that you can advise your client what to use, when to use it, and how to make a difference. Okay, moving beyond recruitment, we now need to look at the existing staff. And of course, every employer really wants to know, how can I get incredible results from my existing staff? If you can get more with what you have, then you can make a huge increase to your bottom line. You're already paying for the resource. How about getting the resource to generate an even higher return? So that's what we're looking at here, and this is all about Staff Analyzer Pro. And this training will show you how to use Staff Analyzer Pro to help your clients. So would you like to be able to show your client how to increase their staff productivity? And I'm talking extremely quickly. How would you like to help your client deliver better customer service and create more delighted customers? And what if you could show them how to enjoy significantly higher staff engagement? Lots of companies are complaining about low staff engagement. You can help them address that. What if you could find a way to increase their sales by helping the people who are responsible for sales? Now, before you can improve the performance of an employee, you first need to understand that employee. The Staff Analyzer Pro range of personality reports will help you and your client understand each staff member. And this is the range as it currently stands. The first thing is about working with others. Discover how each individual works with other people in the organisation. This is a key thing, and many people have challenges in this area and have problems, and many employers are struggling because some of their staff are not working well with some of their other staff. You will also learn how naturally each person approaches customer service. Now, most jobs have an element of customer service, and some jobs are all about customer service. But there's always some element of customer service, and if you can help understand each staff member and help each of them deliver better customer service willingly and with delight, then you can make a huge difference to the experience that not only customers have, but the experience that management have, the experience that other staff have too. And then we move on to managing others. Now, there's lots of middle management, lots of people responsible for huge departments. Some are just responsible for one or two people. But if they're managers or they're team leaders, then you'll be able to discover how they go about actually managing other people, what their personality does and how it affects that, and therefore how you can improve that, how you can help people become better managers and better team leaders with very straightforward, simple, practical advice. The analysis will show you where they're strong, what they're naturally good at, and it'll also show you where they may be struggling and need training and support. And of course, if they're in sales, then you'll learn about their sales style, how they approach selling, what makes them good at selling and what may make it difficult for them. So again, helping an individual become better at selling. And again, not all sales jobs are full-time sales. Some of us are involved in sales as part of our job, but it tends to affect quite a lot of roles these days. So in the training, you'll learn how to work with each of these products in the range, and it will also show you how to use Staff Analyzer Pro to conduct a personality-centric training needs analysis. So this is quite a unique approach. It's a very unique product, very powerful, and can take you to the heart of some very challenging issues and show some very quick returns and improvements to your clients. And let's face it, clients want quick answers. They don't want something that takes, well, in 3 years' time you'll probably see something improve here. They want it in 3 days, not 3 years. Some of these tools can help you deliver those kind of results. It's only when you train the right people on the right things that can you actually see an improvement in their effectiveness and get quick results. So again, this training and this product range will help you make sure that happens. Okay, let's now look at teams, another hugely challenging area for organizations. So if you would like to help your clients build more effective teams, then Team Pro is the way to go. So this is the Team Pro Working Together Handbook. This was designed so that it could be handed to every single person in the team or every employee in the company, if you consider the team being the organization as a whole. This personality report is written to the individual to help them understand themselves, but also how to interact with each of their colleagues more effectively. This is one of the few, if not the only personality report that actually looks at the dynamic of one personality type with another personality type. And when you know what the two personality types are, you can look up the handbook and it gives you some fantastic information that can really help people work together much more effectively. Now the training course will show you step by step how to deliver the Team Pro in a workshop scenario and get people to work together more effectively. And then finally, we're going to be looking at executive coaching. How do you develop those individual managers and those leaders and those business owners and learn how to work one-to-one with managers, executives and leaders in a coaching capacity. And as a consultant, you'll increasingly find yourself in that position. Now, improving a manager's performance can have a huge impact on an organisation. This is why PeopleMaps developed the Executive Personality Report, because it provides a fantastic foundation for management development. It's a personality report that tells you everything about that senior manager or team leader that is important about how they go about managing and leading people. The training again will show you how to use the report with your client and coach them in a way that they've probably never seen before. It's personality-centric coaching, so it's pretty unique. So that's essentially what we're looking at here. This has been a very brief introduction to how you can become a PeopleMaps certified business consultant. We'll also cover how you can use this to either start your consultancy and get started in consultancy for the first time, or more likely to build your existing consultancy using this range of products and this training. So not only will you discover new tools and techniques to help your clients, the training will also provide you with ideas on how to find clients and how to get orders. So we'll look at some of the marketing as well. Now, the reason we can do that is that PeopleMaps has been pioneering personality profiling for almost 20 years, and it's really happy to share with you its own experience. How do we deal with clients? How do we get clients to place orders and book business? We're more than happy to share all of that with you, and you can use that and implement that yourselves. And remember the first law of personality, which states everything that we say, think and do is affected by our personality. Every decision that we make is affected by our personality. And when you remember this first law, you can see the huge opportunity that sits in front of you. Every organisation has people in it, and therefore they have issues and challenges relating to people, because every one of those people, their personality is affecting everything that they're doing on a minute by minute basis. When you understand how it is affecting things, then it places you in an extremely powerful position, because you have knowledge and understanding that can make a huge difference. So in this short introduction today, you've learned about what you can do. The detailed training, each of those courses will show you exactly how to do it. So book your course today and start talking to clients perhaps as soon as tomorrow. These courses are very short, condensed, packed full of information, and they act very, very quickly. So you don't have to go away for a week at a time or a month. You're going to learn everything you need to know very, very quickly.